in a real organization, but anyway we can customize this just to open our mind that it should be inside all the organization elements in the organization. It's not an independent or isolated concept. Okay, another model also from this Alvarenzo Neto. It talks about the same thing but different diagrams. Okay, from strategy, it will create the environment and it will create the toolbox. This is more simplified view of knowledge management. So from the strategy, then environment creation, then come the toolbox. Again, I just stated earlier that you cannot create the toolbox first. You cannot create the technology first. The infrastructures, the system cannot come first. It must come from the strategy. So if you want to create knowledge management of knowledge organization, learning organization, you can name it lah. As long as the top management understand. So we have to go inside the management world and see what are the relevant keywords that used by our top management that relates to the knowledge management. It must be there. They are using now the knowledge, the learning organization, business intelligence. So we have to utilize all this terminology. So starting from the strategic planning of organization and derive how this knowledge management can contribute to the knowledge, organization strategic planning and create the environment together with other initiatives and then create the tool to support the environment. For example, if you want to implement the mentoring and coaching, you have to go and partner with the human resource department. So we cannot, whoever, cannot champion the mentoring and coaching because it actually is within the human resource department scope of work. Human resource development. One of the initiative that can be done by HR department is through mentoring and coaching, how they develop the human resource, besides training. This is part of training. So we have to work together with them and then create the concepts, create the activities, and then then let's say now when we have all the initiatives, then we say that why not we automate the process? Maybe people are quite difficult to meet physically, then we develop the tools so that they can meet virtually, they can have discussion. But the coaching, the mentoring system is there already. They already accept it as a policy, as a mechanism of learning, mechanism of human resource development. Okay, another concept in knowledge management research also, they come up with what they call it, this one is under experience factory. It's a lot of jargons here, just to expand the way of how knowledge management can be implemented. So this model focuses on experience, how you turn the experience into the implementation. Because some of the experience, if you are not doing what they call it codification, you are not codified the experience will reside in human brain as a tacit knowledge. This is part of the transforming tacit knowledge into explicit knowledge. So they talk about modeling, from the experience, you model it, you make it templates and components, then you can have initiation, elaboration, deployment, tailoring is customizing to suit to the relevant situation or context. Then they talk about storming and norming. Norming is about to make it as a norms or as policy, procedures. But sometimes it go through few circles, few cycles to make it stable. So maybe we can use this as a basis how we can transform experience systematically into day-to-day operations. Okay, this is another KMS architecture, introduced by Johanna in 2005. So there are three main components here that we have to think about when we want to implement knowledge management. It's about people, of course, then elements and enablers, and tools and platforms. Okay, so people who require the knowledge, who have knowledge. Then element and enablers, the vision, strategy, the policy procedures. Then the tools and platform is the application. Some of the application are discussion forums, document repository, knowledge base, and then how they integrate knowledge. Okay, then they divide by mass access, group access, then the communication through the web conferencing, meeting schedule workflow, then the whether you want to use email, instant messaging, group email list, and so on to support the communication. So this is a very generic KMS architecture. From here, maybe you don't have to develop applications or KMS tool, just apply the existing tools but in a proper framework. Because basically when we talk about email, you are actually transferring knowledge through emails. You talk about the existing portals, you are actually transferring knowledge. But when we look detail on this framework, it is not really structured. Because at the end of the day, you want to retrieve back the knowledge from emails, from IM, from the existing tools, which is not designed as knowledge management system, integrated knowledge management systems, then we have problems to retrieve the knowledge. Because of that, so we study various frameworks. So we propose what we call it KMS model for higher education institutions, where we integrate, there are 4 main knowledge that we divide. The first is the business process itself, knowledge-based enterprise, where we have all the application or the best practice business process automated in application. Then we have all documents, the digital documents in the document resource center. For example, forums, meeting minutes, document management, books, journal, and so on. And for higher learning education, we have the notes